这是一个团队游戏嘛，不管你自己打得再多好，如果你最后游戏输了的话，那一切都没有用。所以对我来说。
I'm trying to get the pink card.
Yeah.
EOT? EOT, no?
Yeah, no, he says so.
Oh my god. What the? That was completely disgusting. I know. It's a waste of time. We have a talk anyway today, so. Yeah. What's going on? What game? Are you guys tired today or what? Sort of, you look really tired. You look really tired today.
Feel a little bit weird.
Why?
The mid game just feel really weird.
Just hold it. Like all the games?
We had so many advantage, but we just threw.
Yeah, I agree. Why do you think we were throwing?
I don't know. Feels like we not really focus on this, so it's just really hard to play. Usually I will just die a lot.
Okay. Tonight I want to have like a team meeting and talk about some things before you guys leave, but I want just everyone to first do like whatever interviews and food that you have to do, and then we'll just talk later.
So this time, one of the reasons that the team decided to have a big meeting was to talk a lot about our communication in and outside a game. The first meeting we had as a team was more to discuss kind of like our practice habits and some of the issues we're having in our stage games. But this meeting was very heavily focused on like the way we communicate with each other, since we realized that was a pretty big problem.
I mean, I'll just start with some things. I mean, something that I noticed today, and I noticed a lot of Tuesday, is like Tuesday is almost always our worst day of scrims. Like just our energy level on Tuesday. It feels like we come in more tired after off day than after like normal scrim day. Why do you guys think that is? Do you guys feel like you're like resting up on your off day and like getting ready for another week of scrims? Because sometimes it feels like we show up more tired than.
Do you guys like sleep later on your off day because you wake up later, like eat differently?
Like, is it actually
Maybe our
facts?
mindset is getting more ready by the time goes on.
Like,
Is it actually facts? Like, if you look at the win rate,
Like, is it actually facts, or is that like just like you saying like this just today or like last
I feel
week?
like in the last like 3 weeks, maybe except for the week where we had like the talk outside, I think like the Tuesday was pretty good. But usually everyone just looks like a little bit more tired on Tuesdays.
I kind of can say it. The level of energy. Like, regardless playing good or not, I guess.
Something else that I want to talk about, which I think we talked about last week, is like just what is our style and like what is our best way to win. I feel like maybe we're not all on the same page about like exactly what is the best way for our team to win right now. And I think we need to figure out like what is our absolute best way to win, and then the things that we're not as good at, like how much time do we want to invest into being better at it, and that we actually need to work really hard at getting better at these things, because you need to put in more effort if you want to be actually good enough to win at LCS with the things that we're not as good at. So like one example, not to call you out, Tristan, but it's like this. Obviously, like you haven't played a lot of in like the last few years, and it's not like a champion that you just naturally pick up. So I think if we want to play it in scrims, like we should come in with the understanding like this is not like our comfort. So to play it in scrims, I would want you to actually play like a lot of solo queue, not just like one game in 2 weeks, right? Like I think we should just be really clear on how much do we want to focus on covering the weaknesses, and just knowing when we really need to win and when we go on stage and we really need to win, what does that look like for our team? I feel like we're not always on the same page about that. And if you guys disagree, I think you guys should speak up. But that's just how I see our team being the most comfortable and winning the easiest on stage.
I agree.
And I think if we wanna go away from that, because I don't think we should only play this one way, we really need to like put in more effort when we pick those things, work really hard, and then when we get into the scrim, put in like extra effort into actually seeing if this is something we can pick up and play it a lot. I don't know if you guys have any other thoughts.
Probably can make it away from it.
No, I mean I think we just need to decide like we don't have to play everything. So either it's okay to decide not to play something, or we decide this is not something we're really good at, so I'm gonna work really hard to try to get good at it so we can play it. But also like 2 weeks ago you're telling me to blind pick in LCS and you have one solo queue game and you told me your is trash. Yeah. So either just say, hey, I don't think I'm good at it, or play 30 solo queue games and be like, oh, I got better at it, I feel confident now, I want to play it. But this thing where we're not really like trying hard to pick it up, but then also still like trying to play it, it just doesn't make sense to me, personally at least. I don't think we should feel like ego about like not playing everything. I think it's fine not to play everything. Every team has like limits or restrictions. I don't think we should limit ourselves like too much, but at least we should just be realistic about the things that we're not good at. We need to really like work so much harder to learn. And yeah, that's just what I think.
I agree that I would prefer to put more games on the other champs.
Mm-hmm. But we can try to do these other champs, and then I can also help you practice those champs more than picking and then having like some random scenario where maybe you played one game. And if you played one game in scrims or 2 games in scrims, at least if I was you, I would not feel comfortable playing it at LCS. We also have to think about picking like the comp that is like the best versus picking the comp that is like the best for us. Because sometimes it's not the same team comp. Like sometimes you can pick like a really crazy draft that's really strong, but maybe we like haven't practiced it, we don't feel confident on some of the champs, and then we're just not gonna do well. Like because you don't always have to be the team that plays everything. You can also try to be the team that figures out how to beat what is strong too, with what we're actually good at. I don't have like the stats on me, but I think we're one of the teams that loses the fastest in LCS out of all the top teams. We lose. We lose really fast.
I said over.
We lose in like 25 minutes. Every game where we lose.
Yeah. And we don't really fast. We don't really finish the fast too.
We don't really like make it that hard for the enemy to finish. I feel like when we're in a position where we feel like if the enemy team plays well, we're gonna lose, then we will just do something crazy and lose really like way faster. Do you guys think this is like, should we keep doing this? Is this like a good thing? Maybe it's an LCS thing, but I think a lot of these games, like the enemy team might actually throw. And we've been really close to throwing games when the enemy team is just jerking off in their base, doing nothing.
Yeah.
But we always just go for like the crazy play, and it almost never works out. I can't remember when we actually were like coming back in a game. Do you guys think like we are like genuinely trying our hardest to win the game when we're behind? Like 100%?
I feel like we're definitely taking way more risks than we need to.
Yeah.
I feel like we're flipping a lot of stuff, and I think crazy plays are not bad. You know, sometimes if the game is desperate enough, I think we need to do these plays, but I feel like we do them too early.
I think the important thing is just to recognize we just have to recognize that we have a better options, right?
I mean, at least the EG game, I just don't know how to win. So
what do you need people to say?
I just don't
I think
want
what
to
he
know how
needs
to win.
is, I think he needs like in these. I think it might help if you say like, worthless. I need someone else to short call, like low key, and then I feel like just like, no joke, like then I feel like this game I don't remember what we said or what happened in the game anymore that well, but it needs to be me or Lawrence stepping it up. You know, Lawrence was 70 CS ahead or something at one point. Like, you know, Lawrence can be like leading us through the game, right? The other guys or Ming needs to like then, you know, call less, and then it must be more on us, and then they need to trust us more that, you know, we lead the game.
I think it's also okay to just say like, I mean, everyone knows the game is in a hard spot, right? And I think it's okay to say like, guys, how are we gonna win this game? Like, is there gonna be like any time where it's gonna get better, or should we just try to do something crazy? Like, I think it's okay to just talk about it when we're behind in the game.
Let's try to be less stubborn, but let's try as well like to look at yourself a little more. And I think if there's a big point, you should mention it.
I agree. Yeah. I'll try to manage that better. That's my bad.
I agree.
What? Every time I say my bad, why?
Wow!
You always do that.
Because I like it. When you say my bad, I feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah.
Bro, why you doing a pleasure from him to your dad?
You're actually.
It's my life.
Your dad is psychopath.
It's just one of my life, bro. When you say my bad, I feel pretty good.
Did Coma ever say my bad?
Gippy? No attack.
No attack? Oh, no attack?
No attack.
That's pretty good, actually.
On guard, bro.
On guard. No cap. On guard.
On God.
No
1, 2, 3.
No attack. What the? Well, I thought it was a no attack.
I don't think the dragon against Flacos last week is actually super clear whether we're giving it up. So just when an objective is spawning, just be really clear. Are we fighting or not? Just be like, we're giving dragon up, trading topside, or let's contest dragon, be on time, we're going to go through here, this is how our comp fights. I think when we do these things, our dragons are really smooth. And I think like Jack said, let's just make sure that we're on time for dragons.
Welcome back, everyone, to game number 3 of the day here with the LCS, and it's time for Dignitas going up against TSM.
This is gonna be a good one.
It's top
You
then.
kill him, I think. Nice.
He has flash.
Oh, they're all 1 HP actually.
We actually just got outplayed really hard. It's disgusting.
Cut back. We just cut back.
Slowly. I can flash out.
Try to run, yeah.
I think I'm alive.
I can pull it here.
Oh.
I mean, like, we're so bad. It's crazy.
Come in, look at me here.
Okay. You should just try to get out.
I think I'm dead.
What are we face checking, by the way?
Up again, TSM fall to pieces, and Dignitas break them. Man, that's
Close. I think there's not really too much to say on like a team level. I think we just didn't play well. Just team macro wise, we need to be more decisive about whether we're fighting or not, because we're just staring at them and end up giving them up. But I think there's just a lot of things going wrong early, and you guys should just go watch the game by yourself. Reach out to your teammates if you want to talk about anything, but I think a lot of it is just like individual this game. So we just need to play better for tomorrow. There we go. Shit happens. Yeah. It's just one game.
Rays forced a flash away. Final shot comes in. The flash stun is gonna be enough.
Nice.
Ball cap, baby.
Love that bot.
Nice.
Oh, he
Jump.
Yep, we are there.
coming.
Okay,
Oh, he TV'd. Finish. It's all you, bro. No flash this guy, by the way. I don't have anything. It's all you, bro.
I got him.
Go Camille.
Yeah.
Go Carlos.
Look at me here. We win.
And it got paid forward everywhere. 16-4. TSM absolutely slaughter Immortals to start off the day.
C9 likes to make it spicy in early games sometimes with level 1 invades and early dives. Last time we played them, we got super lucky that they mis-executed the top dive, but our planning was off. We're not communicating about their play and countering it. Maybe Huni said it one time, but no one even heard, so we didn't make any plan around it, and honestly, it should be almost game losing, because that's 100% a dive for them. They just played so bad. But let's just be more prepared today, like whether it's our dive or their dive. I just want everyone to communicate a lot and have a clear plan.
But let's get ready to jump into some TSM, some Cloud9. The last time these two teams played against each other, it was a couple awesome kicks from Huni's Lee Sin that really changed the tide and the story of the game. So I want to see who's the real pop-off player this time around.
Just right from the game starts. How we want to play, where we want to fight, when we want to fight, and just be really decisive, okay? Let's keep it simple. All right, let's go. Be happy on 3. 1, 2, 3, be happy!
We are so god right now. On 2 items. Any fight around me is going to be winning.
Okay.
We got it. Let's go.
Fight them.
Can we get a reset?
I can.
Yep.
Keep going.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
No flash. Keep going.
I'm still going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm still
Let's
going.
fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh, we end bot. We end bot. Go bot.
No, just fight, just fight, just fight.
Okay. Ozzy.
Look, Azir. Go Azir, go Azir. Azir's dead. Watch Gwen after.
Versus inting.
No, TP, just TP in.
Yeah.
Just TP in. End the game.
Okay.
Please count. Kill their ass.
Let's go, boy.
Nice. That was tough though. Holy moly.
Level 1. So weird. He just donated us the free kill.
Just the usual. I mean,
You tried it.
like I said, we only lose to. Can I say pisser?
That's pretty good, no? Daylight.
We only lose to
It was,
pisser
like,
teams,
this
so
huge, like,
maybe C9's one of them. I don't know. Or if they keep losing, they
And it tasted like really
What's it called?
chewy. I didn't like it.
Gonna be a
But
pisser team soon. But you know, I
didn't
don't
like
think
it.
Sven have
It
fun
was
today.
okay, you know?
So
But
maybe King's coming back.
the funny thing is, I said, so I thought we should